welcome! I have an announcement to make. I don't know how many of you have the possibility to travel to Germany, but there will be a Romanian course in September and you would be able to learn Romanian with me in real life. The project is still under discussion, but I would be incredibly happy to meet at least some of you in person, to hear about your language learning experience and to teach you some of my knowledge. As I said, this will take place in September and it's going to be something like a crash course. So a whole week, every day, starting early in the morning until late in the evening. And afterwards we will have the chance to know each other better, to talk a lot. I can show you around and I believe we're gonna have so much fun together. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about the costs yet, but I don't think it's gonna be that much, and if we're lucky, maybe it's gonna be for free. We're still planning this and I have no idea if it's gonna work, but I wanted you to know about it in advance. So please tell me if you're interested in such a course and I'll try my best to make it happen. Now let's move on to your questions. The first question comes from Fernando, who didn't really understand what the difference is between the verbs a simți and a se simți, and he asked if it's the same like in Spanish when you say yo siento, tú sientes, él siente, and the reflexive yo me siento, tú te sientes, él se siente. And yes, it's the same difference. There are in Romanian 3 diatheses. I'm sorry, but I don't really know how that word is called in English. So the active, the passive and the reflexive. Foreign speakers of Romanian find it very difficult to differentiate between active and reflexive verbs, and I say this because I received this question so many times. The rule goes like this: if the subject that does the action is the same with the object, then you're dealing with the reflexive verb. Just look at following examples. When I say eu spăl hainele, eu spăl hainele, I wash the clothes. The subject is eu, I, and the object is hainele, the clothes. So the subject and the object are not the same. But when you say eu mă spăl, I wash myself, the situation changes because eu, I, and mă, myself, are the same. This is why a se spăla, and in this case mă spăl is a reflexive verb. The next question comes from David, who asked me if I study English linguistics or linguistics at all, and I've been asked this question many times, so I think this is the right moment to tell you that I'm not studying any longer. I finished my studies in Germanistics. Afterwards, I started to write a PhD thesis on German literature, but I found a job and everything was so new to me that I had to learn a lot and I just couldn't find the time to do my research. So I kind of gave it up for a while, but I'll turn back to it when I find the time. And back to your question, no, I didn't study English in college, but German. This is one of the most frequent questions. I don't live in America, I don't live in Romania either. I live in Germany. And the last question comes from Chris, who asked me what part of Romania I'm from. And I know that many of you Romanians think that I'm from Oltenia because of my accent, but no, I'm actually from Dobrogea. I was born at the sea in Constanța and I lived there for many years. Afterwards, I decided to study in Transylvania, in Cluj-Napoca, and then I went to Germany. Look who decided to pay us a visit. This is my cat, Ophelia, and she just ran away, as she always does. This is it for now. I hope I could help you, so don't be shy and send me more questions. Also, please tell me if you're interested in my course in September.